So today I received a number of these, which are 2005 gold sovereigns, and these are still sealed in their mint packaging, and they also come in this little fancy card. So today we're going to talk a little bit about whether it's worth keeping your coins in packaging like this, whether it's worth paying extra for things like this, and we'll see if it's a good idea or not. So first of all, like I say, I got a few of those. There is a few more, but anyway, pop those to one side for a moment. You get various different coins that come in packaging like this. So these are some from my personal collection, which, well, I suppose it's all my personal collection, but the two in my date run, if you like. Now, these cards are just cards, they're not made of gold or anything. There's no intrinsic value to these. But when people are sort of looking on the second-hand market and they see this, maybe they would pay a little bit extra just because it's, nice for a collector to perhaps have something like this. If you go to most dealers, it's not really going to get you any additional premium or any additional money when you come to sell, but it does make it an easy sale for either you on the second-hand market or for the dealer at the other end. So it's definitely not going to hinder your sales. For me personally, I just feel like it's a bit inconvenient storing loads of these, in this card. It takes up a lot more room, whereas I could just have, a tube of bullion sovereigns, and that's nice and easy. So these particular ones, the coin isn't sealed inside that plastic, it just presses in. So you can see on here, if we were to press the back of the card there, we can get the coin out and obviously put it back in. So the coin being in there, it obviously keeps it free from fingerprints and scratches and things like that. Now, if you've got a special year of sovereign and you want to retain some sort of premium, it is better to keep it nice than just to, get it out and get fingerprints all over it. But most dealers aren't going to give you much different, Some might give you a tiny little tickle above a normal sovereign price for these special years, but some might not. So we are obviously talking about bullion sovereigns. Now, if you were to be buying proof coins, you definitely want to be keeping all the packaging. You want to be leaving them in there. If there's a fancy box and a COA and things like that, you really want to be keeping all of that. So whilst I don't have the coin here to show you, this is the Reaper of Death coin. It's got the COA in there, fancy box, and so on. So this coin is always sold at a premium, and therefore, you want to try and retain that premium. If you end up, taking the coin out, scratching it up, no box, no COA, etc., then you might just have to sell it as a bullion coin, which, there goes your premium. So definitely proof coins, you want to keep them nice in their, boxes, things like that. If you do get your coins sent for grading, then it might be that you don't necessarily need to keep the original box, but it just helps, if you've got the original packaging, original COA and box, somebody might buy yours over another one. So this is just a commemorative coin. It's not a silver coin or anything, it's just commemorative. And this kind of thing, you want to keep it in this packaging. Otherwise, it's just, it's just a coin. It's the presentation really that people are going to want if they're going to collect this kind of thing. I don't know why anyone would, but some people do, and that's up to them. So like I say, it's more a collector. It's not really for a bullion stacker at all. And yeah, you want to really keep it in there and not be taking that out. Same with these kind of things. So the coin here was in a capsule and still is. It comes out, but I'll keep the card, and if I do decide to sell this coin, then obviously it'll keep it set together, if that makes sense. And next, sometimes you get COAs like this one. So this just came. I bought some, random bits of gold, and the dealer, he happened to have this. I've no idea if the gold bullion website is still going. Never bought from them personally, but the dealer I bought it from, You know, he had this COA supposedly, so this is pretty much worthless. I don't think anyone will pay extra for that, and you know, it's just a nice little touch from them, but ultimately not worth a thing, and probably just put it in the bin, to be honest. So if it's original mint packaging, sometimes referred to as OMP on people's sales listings, you know, if I'm just selling these, for example, I could say, you know, 2005 sovereigns in their mint seal packaging. It's just an easy sale, you know. If I've got to say, yeah, I've got some 2005 bullion sovereigns, they've been handled, you know, someone's touched them as a fingerprint, there's a scratch on one, you know, it just makes it a slightly more difficult sale. So it doesn't mean anything in terms of the proof that it's gold or not. You know, someone could easily put a fake gold coin into packaging like this. You know, the certificate I showed a moment ago, it's literally just printed on some nice paper. Oh, look at that special stamp there. You know, it's just someone could knock that up on paint, and yeah, could put it with any old coin. You could put it with, you know, this little thing here, this little Canadian cent, and say, yeah, it's made of pure silver, when, you know, it's not. It's, I don't know, it's magnetic anyway. It's not meant to be silver, but anyone from Canada might be able to shout out, say what that is. Well, it's a 5 cents with a beaver on it. But yeah, that's ultimately my take on packaging. You know, if you're buying collectibles, then keep them as nice as possible, keep them in the packaging. If it's just bullion, you know, and it's in a random bit of packaging that's perhaps not from the mint, then I wouldn't worry too much. But if you do have something like this and you can keep it in, then that's all good. Like I say, for my personal ones, I've got a couple of empty cards because I took them out and just put them into a capsule. So I just carefully took them out, you know, I didn't get fingerprints on them, and just kept them nice. But yeah, if we're talking about, you know, your usual bullion sovereigns, then I've no problem touching those. You know, you go to a coin dealer, they're going to just tip them out on the desk, out of a tube, and start looking through them. So I wouldn't worry too much. But like I say, if you have got a proof coin or something incredibly high premium, you'd probably want to be a bit more careful. So hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully that clears things up. And we'll see you soon.